This what we came back to.
You gonna lie?
Yeah. Y'all. Cause somebody fucking pipes burst upstairs. Y'all, look at the motherfucking water. Y'all, I cannot believe this. I cannot, y'all. I can't believe this shit. I can't, y'all. Look, bitch, it's motherfucking puddles of water, y'all. Y'all, everything, our whole of y'all, I cannot believe this shit, dog.
Into the nation's vaccination rollout, roughly 1 in 3 Americans still say they probably won't get the shot. This is according to a poll from the Associated Press in which many people expressed doubts about safety and effectiveness. Now, among those waiting for more research, a former waitress from Brooklyn who says that her uncertainty cost her job. Tonight, she explained her reasoning to News 4's Jackie Beckford in a story you'll see only on 4.
Now, to be clear, Bonnie Jacobson says she is not an anti-vaxxer. She believes in the vaccine, but that she's trying to have a child. It's been delayed for a year now because of the pandemic, and she's worried that getting the vaccine could delay her hopes of having children even longer.
You're planning on starting to try to have children in August.
But when she got laid off, those plans were put on hold. So when her current employer, Red Hook Tavern, asked her a week ago if she planned to get the vaccine now extended to restaurant workers,
I do have my reservations about it. Just like, I need to talk to a doctor and just see how I feel.
Jacobson, a waitress, says she was initially told it wasn't mandatory, but the restaurant changed course, telling her in an email Monday they respected her decision, but we have implemented this policy to maintain a safe working environment and that getting the vaccine is required. At this time, your employment will be terminated.
And I was just like, wow, really? Like, I just worked for you through a pandemic.
But Jacobson's firing appears to be legal. Companies can fire you for not getting the vaccine.
This particular subject is a really hot topic right now. I haven't heard of a company taking that extreme step.
Employment attorney Felicia Ennis says the EEO makes it clear termination should be a last resort.
Before you terminate anybody, you have to really be able to show why that particular person is going to pose a significant, or they call it a direct threat.
According to the CDC, the vaccine is generally viewed as safe, but the agency says getting vaccinated is a personal choice for people who are pregnant, and that the actual risks of mRNA vaccines to the pregnant person and her fetus are unknown because these vaccines have not been studied in pregnant women.
It's already been postponed. I would hate for something to happen and we get the vaccine and then have to hold off a few more years.
We reached out to Red Hook Tavern. The owner, recovering from surgery, told us he had nothing to say tonight, but would be happy to speak with us Wednesday.
I'm not out for a big lawsuit. I'm not out for money. Just also want to make that clear. It's just, I think it's an important story.
And Jacobson says this is not about getting her job back. She no longer wants to work here, she says, after being let go. In Red Hook, Jackie Beckford, News 4, New York.
All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Ba'Hashem Makar Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Or to the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. Shalom in Hebrew, which means peace. Just a quick show through the Spirit. You see 2 cases of great miseries that's coming upon the masses of the people. Pressure from above and pressure from below. Was it 2 days? Yeah, it was yesterday. I just went to the supermarket, get my normal stuff that I was supposed to get. I drove over there. And then as soon as I come out the supermarket, some gook comes behind me. Brother. I'm like, what? Said, COVID test. I said, what? I shrugged them off. Like, like, leave me alone. Like, please. I got in my car. And then I drove. I was driving. And I was trying to drive to leave the parking lot. A gook woman tried to pretty much run in front of my car to try to show me, like, look. I'm like, wow. So pressure's coming in all levels to every single person. All right? This is the character. This is how you build character. Because this little thing, a stupid little job like that. Now, Red Hook Tavern is not no major corporation. It's a small little, what would you could say, a mom and pop store But yet it took that critical point of cutting somebody from receiving money who was willing to work because they wouldn't take what the nation want them to take. So just imagine every single man, woman, and child out there who wants to go back to normalcy or go back to anything. Then you have the leaking. There's a shitload of videos out there of people in their homes in Texas with pipes bust. Just some places roofs collapse. All sorts of things. And what is the news media talking about? Oh well, what's the name? Damn. Damn, this guy's name? Something Rush. If I can remember the guy's name, radio host, famous radio host, conservative speaker. They're talking about that. They're talking about trying to reopen back schools. They're talking about every other thing, but what's really going on? And what's going on is great miseries is coming, man. Brothers already did the videos of Biden's prophetic statement of a dark winter and how dark it has become for states that is not familiar with this type of weather. And what a way to get them. Now, Texas has been a thorn in the elite side for a long time. And this is how they get them back. So things are systematically coming to fruition. And the systematic thing that's taking place is the great miseries that's coming on the planet Earth. Matthew 24, going straight to the point. And all these are the beginnings of sorrows. Matter of fact, let me go up. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. That's another factor that people not factoring in. Which your brother, I watch brothers shows and brothers already find articles and so forth, and how people is pretty much going dumpster diving there in Texas for food. All right, because the grocery stores is getting rid of non-preservatives. Okay, they're just getting rid of it. They're not even trying to hand it out. Okay, we know non-preservatives could be vegetables, fruits, the most important things. They're just saying, let's just throw this thing out. So famine is coming, man, and the way the Lord strategically have it, where the Midwest, where most of the majority of food comes from, that feeds America, is being destroyed, and you have the gates of hell that took majority of farmlands. Now you're talking about what's it called? Satanic? No, not satanic. Fake meat. I don't know what's slack. It's not coming out of me right now. And he want the rich nations to eat this meat that they produce in this fake meat. It shows you famine is here, man. Pestilence. You got the snow that's down there. Even the snow, same storm, I believe is here in New York. And I just walked outside. I was gonna get something, and then the sidewalks are slippery. Like you could bust your ass on this. And I'm sitting there like, damn. Now we had snow for a while, so the snow took a while just to melt. But down there, they was basically saying they're trying to melt the snow, trying to for water, and it is not melting. So great pestilence is coming, man. Earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is all just the beginning of great, worst possible things that's going to happen. And rightfully so, man. While you people was having a good time, the Lord wasn't playing, man. He's letting loose. 8:50. Second Ezra is 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. And this is the greatest misery, the great miserable time of all times, man. This is the beginning stage, and like the scripture says, it's just the beginning of sorrows, of Jacob's trouble, man. We don't care about the other nations. Everybody's gonna catch it together, but it's really gonna affect you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because out of all places down in Texas is they said is where Jake lived. Is hit the hardest, man. There ain't no more food banks. Remember, oh, that's another thing. There was a couple months ago, yeah, about Thanksgiving, Christmas time frame. There was food banks, long ass lines, damn near 12-hour waits for food. That's in Texas. So you think there's not a attack in that state? They're not attacking that state, man. All right. These are the times of great misery, man. It says because they walked in great pride. So right now we're seeing pressure that's on a whole time high, man. All time high. There's no escaping it. The Lord is really he's about to rev things up on the people, man. And when the people don't quite grasp it, your job's gonna be jeopardized. Your well of living is gonna be jeopardized. If I'm not mistaken, they're supposed to sign a bill this week, but that could change any moment. How many job losses has there been since Biden came in office? He just with a pen and a paper, thousands upon thousands of people. They said that is going to affect over 1.4 million people is going to be affected by all these job losses, man. The economy is on shamble. People in regions that's not used to certain things is getting destroyed. You can forget about perishable foods. People can't. They've never been through that thing, so ammonia. These people gonna get sick. It's man. The Lord ain't playing, man. The Lord is not playing, man. Matter of fact, we go to 2 Ezra 15 chapter. We done told you people these things was gonna happen, man. That's what makes it so great, It says 2 Ezra 15, and I'm gonna go to the points. 14 says, matter of fact, let me go to. I'll start at 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, and that's then. Hey, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all eyes on you. All right, with this man's media power, he's trying to make the whole world to come against you, saying that you're the most sickest, you're the most people that carry all these disease and so forth. So they expect you to follow suit, and if you don't, they're gonna lead you to that slaughter. And then you have all these celebrities. DMC, he came out of fucking grave doing a little cartoon rap video to tell people to get vaccinated. He himself didn't even get vaccinated yet. All right. Then you got Spike Lee. So when those particular I guess like the brother was saying, they're doing 2x2 to hit a specific target audience. All right. So those that are into old school music and so forth, and you love these guys, you respect Spike Lee, his work and everything like you think about Do the Right Thing, you think about She Gotta Have It, you think about Jungle Fever, you're like, yeah, I'm a Spike Lee fan, and here's your hero that probably inspires you to go into filming and so forth. Well, he's leading your ass to get slaughtered, man. All right, those that want to be a Tyler Perry cloney, right? Tyler Perry got his own anchors, and when he films and everything like that, I want to be rich like this guy. Well, he's leading your ass to get slaughtered. All right, those that are Lupe Fiasco, like supposed to conscious niggas, man. Like yeah, it's all about the conscience. It's all about this, that, to the third. Well, guess what? He's leading you to slaughter. Oh wait, what about General Yohana? All right, Israelite. He's telling you, just take it. Just take the vaccine. Well, he's leading you to the slaughter. All right, great miseries are coming for you people, and I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm, and smite Egypt with the plagues as before, and will destroy all the lands thereof. And key word, the Lord is going to plague this place, and that's what He's doing. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. And that's what's happening. And it just ain't going to stop. It's not going to stop until this place is done. All right? When people tap out, this is it. He's nuking this place, man. He's going to get rid of it. It says, they shall till the ground, shall mourn, for their seed shall fail, the blasting, and the hell with the fearful continent, the constellation. So the signs in the heavens showing that this place is going down. All right? Everything is going out of whack. Everything is not going according to plan. According to how people wanted it, how things was, the way things operated, is all going awry. All right? There ain't no more jobs. There ain't no more a way of living. There ain't no more middle class. There's none of that. The Lord is plaguing this godforsaken place, which He's been plaguing, but now is more on the massive level. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Hey, because the sword, the death and destruction is drawing nigh to this place. Massive people dying. People dying in a car, freezing to death. People's house are burning. People just dropping dead, taking the max. A whole bunch of slew of death. And it's just the beginning. And this is just the beginning part, because it's going to get worse. To this point, it says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. So people are going to end up fighting one another when there's no food, when there's no way to feed it, to find drink, to change the diapers of their children. All right, you're gonna still have these people that think they can live a luxurious life and they want things to go back to normal and so forth. That everything's gonna be taken away from you. All right, and swords in their hand, and isn't that Texas a gun state? It said, for there should be sedition among men and invading one another, and that's when the mayor was making that statement. He said it's all about survival of the fittest, and he resigned. It's getting real, man. It's getting real. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Hey, if Biden comes right now and made a special report, you think anybody's gonna listen to that guy? He damn look like he's about to die any second. There's nobody gives that full authority, and if they did give that full authority, people's gonna do whatever they gotta do anyway, because the government is not helping the people. Matter of fact, the government want the people to be more reliant on them. So people is just gonna disregard their mayors, their councilmen, their senators, the governors, their presidents, anybody that's an authority figure in the society that's not been there with them. They're gonna disregard them, and they're gonna take the power in their own hands, and which is gonna lead into what? Martial law. And a man should desire to go into a city, should not be able, because of the pride of the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, and man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with their sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So is there going to be a time of tribulation? Is there going to be a time of trouble like it's never been before? You're damn right. Anybody that's not teaching that, the Lord ain't dealing with them. If they got to retract that statement, that's a guy that you got to watch out for. All right? Hint, hint, wink. Hint, hint, wink, Nate. Oh, Bishop Nate. All right? So with that being said, shalom to the elect and the nation of Israel. Shalom.